If you choose the evil path in Baldurs Gate 3, you'll complete the major quest by destroying the grove. Two primary areas involve the major quest are the Emerald Grove and the Goblin Camp. Most players do not visit the Greenforge before the good or evil camp party. However, if you visit the Greenforge beforehand and rescue Barkas Root, you will eventually get an option to invite him into your camp. After that, if you initiate the evil camp party with the goblins, Barkas will be there and he will comment on your evil actions. It is a line of dialogue from Barkas that most players miss.
After all you did, I pegged you as a person of good standing. Guess I was wrong. Good luck with your new friends. They'll stab you in your sleep, but at least you'll be remembered as a real bastard.
If you visit Devil's Fee in the Lower City, you'll meet an NPC named Helsik. There is something very interesting in this place that many players do not know about. If you somehow trigger a fight with Helsik, she will summon some unique monsters. These monsters are actually the rarest in the game and can only be encountered by fighting her. The minotaurs she summons are different from any others in the game. They have golden skin and are far more powerful than the normal variants. The same goes for the imps. It's really cool to see the sub-variant of these monsters. When you go near Lady Janeth's house in Act 3, you'll meet a Dragonborn guard named Tyrone. He will tell you that Lady Janeth isn't welcoming visitors at that moment. Although he won't directly say the reason, you'll hear some odd noises coming from inside the house and the guard will react strangely.
And I will ensure she receives them. Forgive me.
Now, the interesting part is that if you play as a Dragonborn, you'll get a unique dialogue option to confront him and make him tell the truth. After that, he'll let you go inside. Also, remember that you'll need to save Oscar in Act 1 for this. Remember Gomwick? He is the owner of Scratch whom you found dead near the Blighted Village in early Act 1. If you search his body, you'll find 3 letters. Among them is one called the Tough Letter which will benefit you in Act 3. This letter was actually written to the 9 Fingers about some treasures. When you reach Act 3, if you go to the treasure's location in the graveyard and dig it up, a kobold will appear and claim the treasure as his own. There are several ways to deal with this kobold, but if you have read the Tough Letter earlier, you'll get an intimidation dialogue option to claim the loot.
9 fingers, but damn it! Look, I didn't know it was the ladies. How could I?
What is special about this option is that it triggers another intimidation dialogue. If you pass it, you'll receive an extra reward from the kobold. So next time, don't forget to read the letter. Before moving any further, I have a request. Please hit the subscribe button to get more contents like this. It costs you only a few seconds but fills my heart with joy and all my hard works get paid off. So please do this. What you are seeing on the screen right now is a scene that most players do not know about. As you can see, all my companions have been turned into zombies. But how did it happen? Well, to trigger this event, I had to follow the evil path in the game. I completed the tasks given by CLERIC and eventually I ended up in the Mind Flayer colony along with my companions. All of us were trapped inside these containers. Balthazar was performing necromancy to turn us into zombies. Most players break the containers and initiate the battle at this stage. But if you don't, after a few turns, Balthazar will complete his ritual. Once your companions are turned into zombies, they become hostile and try to kill you. So the only solution is to kill them and resurrect them later. One more thing to mention. After killing them, you cannot directly use revive on their zombie corpses. Instead, you'll find their soul echoes inside the broken containers and you'll need to use those to bring them back. In the graveyard in Act 3, you'll meet Mortarch Gracie, who manages all the affairs there. There are several unmarked mini-quests in this area that you might miss. Help Nina deal with the necromancy issue, get rid of the kobold from a specific grave, and assist Anita and her husband in finding a coffin for their daughter. If you complete all these tasks and Mortarch survives the enemy attacks, she will show her gratitude for your good work in the graveyard.
You walk with death's mantle on your shoulders. Your hand as steady as the Lord of the Dead's. And for that you have my gratitude. Thank you for doing his work.
Gustil is the principal healer in the creche during Act 1. If you talk to her and show interest in the Zytisk, she will offer to help you with the treatment. However, if you mess things up, she will turn hostile, but she won't show it immediately. Instead, she will ask you to wait and then leave the room. That's when you realize she has trapped you inside and locked the door. If you then unlock or break the door, a tough battle awaits. You will have to face a lot of powerful enemies. But there is a way to make this fight 10 times easier. Before interacting with the Zytisk, cast Arcane Lock on the door. This will prevent Gustil from leaving leaving the room. After the Zythis cutscene, a fight will trigger, but this time you'll only need to kill the healer. Once the battle ends and you exit the room, you'll see that no other NPCs in the area are hostile toward you. This way you can avoid a difficult fight. Meet Peedle, a very intelligent goblin. Unlike the other goblins, he is more interested in reading books than fighting. You will find him in one of the ruined towers in the goblin camp. When you first interact with him, you'll see him reading one of WYLL's books. You can get the book from him by passing dialogue checks, but I was curious to know what would happen if I stole the book before talking to him.
Wish I had my book back. Think it was one of your mates who took it. You should go get a drink before the party dies down.
Before going to the Githyanki creche in Act 1, you'll meet a merchant named Lady Esther. If you talk to her, she'll give you a quest to bring a Githyanki egg from the creche. However, if you go to the creche before speaking to her and collapse the entire building, you'll get some unique dialogues from her. If you don't know how to destroy the building, just take the blood of Lathander without using the unlocker crest. Keep in mind that you'll need to escape in time, otherwise you'll die. Once that is done, return to Esther and she'll have a unique reaction to that incident.
Did you see that? The entire building rubble. I bet it took the creche too. This is a disaster. I was here on business before it was blown to Mount Celestia. I needed a Githyanki egg. Contractual business. That Blas probably left it as a rather messy scramble.
Gale is one of my most favorite companions in Baldurs Gate 3. There is a very interesting and unique thing about him that many players do not know. Usually, if any of our companions die, we simply revive them. And even if we don't, it doesn't cause any major issues. But Gale is an exception. If Gale dies in your playthrough and you take 3 long rests without reviving him, something unusual will happen. After your 3rd long rest, a cutscene will trigger where Gale appears floating in the air. After a moment, he will explode and you will get a game over message on the screen. We all know Ketheric Thorm as a villain in Baldur's Gate 3, but behind his villainous mask, there is a good side of Ketheric that many players do not know about. There is a very rare cutscene showing Ketheric's affection toward his wife and daughter, where he talks about their bride days in the past. However, you'll have to follow some specific paths to trigger that cutscene. I have shown this along with some other rare secrets in this video. You can watch it by clicking here. Visit my channel to get more Baldur's Gate 3 videos like this. Subscribe if you like. Till then, have a nice day. Goodbye.